What is up, you guys? I'm back again with another vlog. It's been like a couple weeks, whatever, I'm not consistent with this shit. But I always do polls for you guys to like kind of vote on, so that kind of helps me out. Making more videos kind of like motivates me a little bit more. So there's two topics right now that are like tied together, and one of them is my 2 years on T, and the other one is my music video. So I'll start off with the first one. The first one, so today marks my 2 years on T. Just like a whole bunch of shit, that I had to get to pretty much be here today, and like, how I overcame a lot of obstacles and, all this other stuff. So, today marks 2 years. There's, a couple differences here and there. I think majority of it would be facial hair. I can't really say anything else besides that, really. I don't know if it's different for other people, but for me it's like majority of it's just facial hair, and that's pretty much it when it comes to that. But compared to like when I started to now, there's like so many things that has changed throughout my body, my physical appearance, especially my emotions. I think my emotions is another thing as well. When I first started off, like, let's say with my emotions, I had like I think it was like 200 something, like, testosterone, and then it's been like that ever since. So I don't know if it's throughout the years I'll have to like decrease it little by little. They don't really tell you much about the testosterone aside from like the side effects, but they don't really tell you much about throughout the years you'll start decreasing more and more. Like, they don't really tell you anything about that. That's more like you have to figure that out on your own, I guess, watching like other people's videos, people who have a little bit more experience with it. So for me it's only been like 2 years, and all I can really say is there's a couple things that changed. Not all of them come through instantly. A lot of them take time. Like facial hair takes time. It doesn't within an instant. What usually goes, like, not an instant but takes a while, is the mood swings. The mood swings is like the most biggest thing that you kind of have complications at the beginning, because you're having your hormones from when you were at birth, and then these other hormones that you're taking in, and it's just like it has to be like a counterbalance in between. So like when you first start, you'll have all this testosterone flowing throughout your body, and then like whatever, I'm forgetting the female terms for it, something with an E, can't remember it right now, but all of that, it's like they're battling against each other, and it's just like testosterone is going to end up winning, and then winning even more throughout all the times that you take testosterone, whether it's every week, every 2 weeks, like me. But I think that also might have another difference with facial hair as well, aside from me, a person who gets their injections like every 2 weeks, compared to someone else who gets their injections like every other week, every week. So I really don't know how that works, but I think that might have a part of it. That's just coming from my personal opinion. So I don't know if that's something that other people experience as well. But that's like one of the major things. Acne, it goes, it comes and it goes with acne. I think for me it's just like I never really had that much acne back then, but now it's just like, if anything, it's on my back, which I kind of hate. It's just all on my back, and my face not so much, but here and there there'll be like like at some points, and it's whatever. It's normal. It's part of I guess hormones and all that shit. So that's another thing. What else can I tell you guys? Your physical appearance, like your fat distribution, pretty much, like, let's say if your fat was at your waist, it shifts down to a lower part of your body, or it goes to different places, pretty much. That's how testosterone works, really. Sometimes we'll have muscle growth. It's not like you'll have a huge ass muscle and it doesn't work like that. You have to work out. So that's also the other thing with testosterone. What else? facial hair. When I first started off, I only had like a little bit, right here, and like a little bit right here, and I think that was about it. Until I started using the Rogaine or the minoxidil, which was something that a lot of other FTM people were using, for facial hair. When people had problems with facial hair, like they couldn't grow enough, or like it wasn't the amount that they wanted, or it took a lot of time. For me, like it's been 2 years, and so far I only have this, and this, and some coming in from right here, and just a little bit coming in from right here, and a shit ton, right here. So that's what I'm saying, where testosterone has its ways, but also when you use minoxidil. Ask your doctor first about that, 18 and up, of course, but ask your doctor about, using minoxidil, if it's okay, because it kind of has this thing with high blood pressure, so you might want to check that out first, and then if they give you the okay, then, start using minoxidil. But it was referred to me, by one of the endocrinologists, or whatever, who, kind of like recommended me for testosterone and all this other stuff. So, with that being said, with it being my 2 years, the most that has came out of it, I want to say is my mental health. Secondly, I want to say is my physical appearance. Not exactly how I want it to be, but also that's where you have to work at it. Testosterone is not like, okay, you're going to be a fucking handsome boy. Like, no, it doesn't work like that. I'm not going to lose like 15, 20 pounds. No, that's the part where you guys have to work on your own. For those people who are transgender, like, that's the parts that you have to focus your mentality to, do the things that you want to do. So, like, testosterone has its benefits and its cons. So look into it, for those of you who are like me, who didn't have that much facial hair in the beginning, and now it's just like, I'm waiting for that fucking beard to come in. I know next year it'll happen. I can guarantee you. I'm just waiting on it. Next year is gonna be like my glow up, like, for sure. So, with that being said, like, that's just the whole shit that I've been going through, with the whole, 2 years of being on T. And it's been a ride. It's coming from where I was from the very, very beginning. I came through a lot of things. So, I'm pretty much happy to be here. I'm pretty much happy to tell you guys my story. I know if you guys are new to this, I have plenty of other videos throughout, this vlog channel. So if you guys want to look into that, so you can kind of like catch up and stuff like that, by all means. Also, another thing is my surgery, which I had back in January. Everything has been kind of like healing well, I guess. So let me see if you guys can see this a little bit. But so far, this is how it looks. Of course, there's a little bit of side fat, which is something that I can easily, take away when it comes to like working out. But I don't work out that often, so it's gonna stay there. So that's the other thing. Surgery. I had surgery back in January of this year, and it's July already, so that's already 6 months of surgery post-op. So you can tell the scars. I'm able to like stretch. I know people get creeped out when I like stretch and stuff, but it doesn't hurt. I can easily like, bam, do all that. I can do pretty much anything that I want to do. Now that it's summer, I can like take off my shirt and be all fucking topless, which is cool. Which is a cool thing, especially since it's hot. Like, it's something that I've always been wanting to do. So, if any of you guys have like questions about that, like trans related, by all means, DM me, message me, Snapchat me, text me. I have majority of your answers. So, if you guys have questions, if you guys have a relative, if you guys have, like a boyfriend, who's going through some things, who needs some information, by all means hit me up. And then I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my music video that I'm working on. So, by far everything's going good. We're going to be filming this Saturday at 8 o'clock in the morning. So, for those of you guys watching this, we're going to be filming at 8 o'clock sharp. and then we're gonna be practicing at 7. So you know, like Saturday, it's gonna be a very early day. I'm pretty much like a one-man show, so it's just me and my camera, and then also I might be using this thing in the back, and then I have all my other camera equipment. I have some props that I want to use, so I'll probably show you guys right now. I made this thing. It's supposed to be like a Congo drum. Let me see if I can put it right here. And then I have like sticks for it, and I pretty much like did all this, stapled it together, and boom, looks like a drum. So I'm gonna be using that. And then I got some other stuff. As far as like choreography, you know, everything's looking good choreography wise. Now it's just, you know, time for my part. So Saturday we'll be doing that. There's also going to be a lot more things that I'm going to be doing throughout this year, filming wise. There's going to be plenty of other opportunities, which I've told everyone, you know, so don't worry if you guys can't make this video. There's going to be plenty of others. So that's where, you know, I kind of have to offer for you guys, you know, anyone who wants to be involved in, like, I'd say like videography, you know, whether it's dancing, whether it's, you know, commercial work, whether it's advertising. That's also something else that I'm going to be kind of like branching out to later this year, maybe early next year, but for sure I'm going to be working on that after I kind of like settle myself, you know, with this whole videography thing. You know, that's where I'll be able to put prices and, you know, like so forth. But so far right now I'm pretty much like building my resume, but I am doing my own work. So it's like I'm doing my own projects, and you know, I'm just putting videos together, you know, fun videos that, you know, like kind of inspire people. You know, it inspires me, it inspires, you know, the people who I work with. So it's a 50-50. That's what I tell everybody. You know, it's not only benefiting for me, but it's benefiting for the other people as well who are in front of the camera. You know, it's all experience. You know, whether you're a beginner, whether you're advanced, you're putting yourself out there, you know, in front of a camera, but not like a regular like dance class or whatever. It's like, no, it's gonna be out in the open. I mean, like as far as Saturday's video, it's gonna be out there in the open, you know, but we're gonna be early in the park, and we're just gonna be filming it. And then after that, I'm gonna edit it, and then I'm gonna post it, and then, you know, it's more so like you do your guys' part, you know, like you guys throw in your 100%, you guys throw in your unique styles, you know, you guys throw in like what makes you you, like what makes you a dancer, and you know, like why are you a dancer, you know, just stuff like that. And I might even do interviews. I don't know, I'm still debating on that part if I have enough time, but you know, I'm hoping maybe I can interview some of the people who are dancing for the video, and I'll probably put, you know, a separate video. Like there's so many things that I can do with this video in general, when it comes to editing, and then when it comes to filming it, you know, especially if it's just me, a one-man show. Like I might even use my drone, you know, I might even use this gimbal that I have. Well, majority of it I'll be using this one. This is my go-to always. It comes with the drone, but you know, this little gimbal thing, stabilizer, I guess if you want to say, this little stabilizer, I always use this. This is my go-to. So whatever I film with this. You know, it stabilizes everything that I pretty much point at. So that's like the beauty of it. It's not like handheld. I don't like handheld because it's too much work, you know, for like upper body strength. But handheld it's a lot. You have to. I don't like seeing unstabilized videos, which is what I see a lot. So it's like, you know, you could be filming something, but it's just, I don't know. I don't like it. I personally don't like it. I like, you know, using the stabilizer, so that way everything's a little bit, you know, more flowy. Everything just kind of looks more precise. So that's just how I film. You know, like, don't be offended if you guys film that way, but I personally don't like to film that way. But yeah, that's like my go-to. And then there's this. I haven't even used this yet, but it's like a jib. like a jib crane. So basically, you know, you can point it up. You know, you can get like this point of view, and then you can point down. So this can come in handy, especially with my project, because I'm gonna be doing a lot of, you know, here to there, and especially for this is gonna have a special part. And maybe the drone. I don't know if I want to use the drone. I don't know if I want to risk using the drone. I honestly didn't ask about the drone, so I'm kind of like worried about that. And if you guys do see that in the video, then shit. I don't know how I did that, but you know, but just stuff like that. You know, there's gonna be plenty of opportunities. What I'm also gonna do is, when I finish this current video that I'm working on, is I'm gonna pull together a group. I'm gonna pull together a group of, you know, young filmmakers, people who are my age, you know, people who like filming stuff, people who like, you know, being involved with films, or like not even like films in general, more like, I guess, digital media. I know there's a lot of people who like to do vlogs. There's a lot of people who like to, you know, just kind of like film stuff. You know, they don't even have to talk. They just like filming things. But what I want to do is gather around this young group of people my age. You know, maybe like, I want to say 23 and under, like 18 to 23-ish. Just kind of like gather around all these people, you know, who want to be involved, you know, with filming, and we can come up with projects on our own. You know, it's not stuff that's like, oh, we need to be an intern for this. Because I've seen a lot of jobs, you know, that offer like interns and all that, but sometimes you have to have a required education, you know, sometimes you have to have this and that. But what I want to do, I want to make it fun. You know, I want to make filming fun. You know, a lot of people just, you know, they kind of like put filming out there and just like, okay, this, and this, and then boom, done. Like, there's no creativity. That's what I do in my videos. If you guys see my videos, I put a lot of creativity into it. I put a lot of, you know, details. Like, let's say the first video that I did, I made it a Halloween project. So obviously there's gonna be like zombies, and there's gonna be like, you know, like a Frankenstein and all this other stuff. And then my second video, I based it off of, you know, like a music video with Cardi B and Bruno Mars. I really liked the song, but I just didn't like the choreography that much. So that's where I really got into like music videos and choreography. And that was my second video that I made, you know, with my friends. And then this third video that I'm working on now, it's again more choreography, but you know, it's just changing the style a little bit. It's adding modern, it's adding dubstep, and it's adding hip-hop. So it's like, you don't really see often those type of styles all together. Usually it's just separately, but what I want to do is put all that uniqueness into one video. So, you know, there's going to be people doing, you know, their own solos. There's going to be a lot of freestyle into it. There's going to be a lot of, you know, choreography that we've been practicing on. But there's also going to be as much as drama, as much as acting into it. So that's going to be the cool part that's coming up this Saturday. Then, you know, after that, then I got to edit it. So just stay tuned for that. And if you guys want to know more details about what I'm doing now, what I'll be doing in the future, just let me know. Message me, and, you know, I'll get back to you. I'm always a fast, you know, responder when it comes to stuff like that, so just let me know. And that's pretty much all I have for you guys. If you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Hey! Leo! Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel. I also have another channel for my personal videos, so if you guys want to do that too, that'd be awesome. If you guys want to go ahead and look at, you know, my resume videos, and by all means, you know, again, if you guys have any questions about filming and all this other stuff, just let me know, and I'll get back to you guys. So hopefully I'll catch you guys this weekend when I put together the whole video, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys like it, and hopefully it'll be good vibes from here. But yeah, thanks for watching.